Good morning, Wildcat. Coach Kimbrough here. Welcome to our next phase in this whole crazy process. This is our official start of the remote learning program. So I'm here at home once again. This is my office. So this is like Coach Kimbrough's at-home office. I have pictures from Lord of the Rings, signed autograph pictures because it's my favorite thing of all time. There's my degree from Texas State, so you might see that because I kind of plan on recording here. What you need to know about what we are doing here on Seesaw is that on Mondays, I'm going to post an assignment. So that assignment will most of the time be a link to a Google Doc, and it'll have the assignments, maybe option type of stuff, maybe directly, hey, here's what you need to be doing. So you're going to get that, and then it'll be the assignment for the whole week. So it'll post on Monday, and then you'll know what to do every single day. Then on Friday, or by Friday, there will be some type of response. So it could be you just typing up and telling me what you did. It could be you telling me how you did it. It could be your favorite thing about it. Could be how you felt about it. There could be a lot of different things that I could ask for you. Sometimes it could be typing it. Sometimes it could be drawing it. Sometimes it could be recording it. Or maybe there's the option of posting pictures or videos of you actually doing it, which would be like the absolute best for me to be seeing you actually do it, because then it would feel to me like we're really in class. So that's an option. So what I'm going to do right here, this is going to be our first instruction video, of course, since this is going to be attached to what we're doing here on Seesaw. So this week's assignment, what it is another choice board like we did last week, but with all different types of choices. So I'm going to walk through it, and I'm going to just kind of explain things that I think maybe you might need to hear a little bit better, or maybe that you need to just hear explained it, or maybe you're just that type of learner where you learn best by watching somebody talk. So this week, whenever you go and look at the choice board, we'll start out with the warm-up across the board. So there's 5 options, and I have it pulled up right here, so I'm just going to read off and go through it. So there's 5 options for the warm-up. You're going to pick one of those options each day that you're going to go do something. If you want to pick the same one for each day of the week, totally fine. If you want to pick a different one, if you want to do 2 of one, 3 of another, whatever, as long as whatever your warm-up is one of these, and you're doing the warm-up. That's all I need. So hopscotch, hopefully most of you have gotten to play hopscotch at some point. You can, if you do not have chalk or something to make hopscotch at home, you can get creative with maybe the cracks in the concrete, or you can just imagine something, or you can do something inside, just some type of thing where you're hopping back and forth along there, and that says do it for 5 minutes. So maybe it's going back and forth, but it's 5 minutes total of doing this. Option number 2 is jump rope. If you have a jump rope at home, awesome, especially if you have somewhere to do it. Maybe in your driveway if it's good weather, your garage, your kitchen if you get permission, somewhere that you could do the jump rope. You could do 2 feet, right foot, left foot. You could try to go forwards, backwards. You could just try it with different things, and try to do that again for 5 minutes. That'd be perfect. Option number 3, I know that some of you definitely are going to pick something like this because it's nice and easy. Whatever your favorite song is right now, whatever you're rocking out to, play that and just dance and rock out to it for the whole song. So as long as that song is, try to be dancing to it the entire time. So of course, pick something a little bit, upbeat and everything. But it's a great way to get yourself warmed up, is by listening to music, listening to a song that you really, really like and that you would dance along to. So stretching, some of the things that we've done before, like windmill, where you're alternating going down to touch your toes, butterfly stretch, pike stretch, where your legs are completely straight and you're reaching down to touch your toes. That whole thing. I made a stretching video on YouTube, so if you wanted to go look at that and just follow along with that, you can do that as well. But just, nice, slow stretching as your warm up. That's option 4. And then option number 5 is shuttle run. So we did do this as stations. This was one of them. This is where you started at a starting cone, then you run to a cone and then back, and then to a further cone and back, then a further cone and back. If you just have 2 spaces and you run from this to this to this to this, that's fine. But you can once again, you can get creative with it. I would suggest like 10 feet. It might be like the smallest you would want to go. You could do like 15, 20 feet. So you could do like there, back, there, back, there, back. Maybe take a breath for like 10 seconds, then do it again. So that's to be like a really good running warm up to do. So those are your 5 options for the warm up. You can pick any of those 5 that you would want to do. All of them are great choices. And like I said, if you want to pick the same one for each day, that's fine. If you want to do all 5, totally awesome too. Now, the actual activity, the choice board. Same thing as a warm-up. If you want to do all 9 of them, that would be completing a coach's challenge. That would be elite. That would be wonderful. If you want to do 5 total, if you want to do the same one for all 5, whichever way you want to go with it. But make sure that you are doing one of these every day for all 5 days so that you can respond at the end of it and tell me which one was your favorite thing or which one did you do, all of that. So make sure you're sticking with it. Don't do it just like Monday, Tuesday, then give up on it. Every single day you should be picking one of these. You could plan it out ahead of time or you could just see what you feel like doing on the day of. But try to stick with it and do these. Dedicate yourself to be doing it. So option number 1 out of 9 for the activities, there's a link to a YouTube video, and it's kind of like Swork It, where somebody's doing it and then you follow along with them and they explain what to do. If you do better whenever you have somebody to follow along with, that might be for you. Some of you might not be able to get on YouTube. Some of you can. I don't know. But that's on there as one option. It's a great interval exercise, so that might be something that you're interested in. So it's a really, really good workout. So you just follow along, do exactly what they do on the screen, and then that would be it for your activity. Option number 2, ride your bike outside for 15 minutes. If you have a bike, awesome. If you don't have a bike, it's okay. You can like make something up, or you could just pick one of the different activities. But just riding a bike, a lot of kids have bikes, so it's a great one to have on there in case you do, because it's a great way to exercise your legs and get out there and get moving. Option number 3 is create your own 10-minute workout and teach it to your family. Some of your families are like just as bored as you are. So it might be a good idea to like come up with an idea of a workout of something maybe we've done before in PE and like teach it to them and say, hey, mom, dad, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, whoever's there, and just be like, hey, this is a cool idea that we've done before in PE. This is like a workout that we've done. Let's all try to do it together, or let's see who can do it best, or something like that. However that you can get them involved with it. Option number 4, it's different between kindergarten and 3rd grade, but these are 1 minute or 2 minute drills, and it's just like a series of exercises without a video. So it's like high knees, lunges, sit-ups, push-ups, 1-foot hops, squats, burpees, just those basic exercises that we've done before. It's doing that for a certain amount of time. So if you have a timer of some sort, or you get your parent to time you, you could do however. But this would probably be the quickest activity, is just to get through these exercises super fast and then move on. Option number 5. So this is really kind of the one I wanted to make sure I explained. It's a deck of cards. So you can, hopefully, some of you have like a deck of cards. If you do, perfect. If you have like a set of Uno cards or something, that would work too. There's a lot of different things you can use for it. You just want some type of cards that are, different from each other. So how this works is you would like shuffle up your cards, which I already did. Then you draw 1 card at a time. And the instructions are on here. So I'm going to try to explain it, but you should really have it pulled up or printed out so that you can look and see. So then whatever card you draw off the top, so you can see there I have the 3 of hearts. So you could make it up if you want to, but on the instructions here, hearts is push-ups. So since the first one that I drew is a 3 of hearts, I would do 3 push-ups. So I drew that. I had 3 push-ups. I put it like face up to the side, and then I would draw the next card. So I draw the next card out, and it is a queen of clubs. So since it's a queen of clubs, if I go look at it, clubs is jumping jacks, but having a face card, like a queen, it shows 30-second plank. So then I would do a 30-second plank, and then I would draw the next card. So that is an 8 of clubs. Like I said, clubs is jumping jacks. I do 8 of them because I drew an 8. So that's how this works, really, is you are just drawing one card at a time. You can totally mix it up if you want to, where you can make diamonds mean like jumping jacks. You can make push-ups, burpees, whatever that you want to do. But it's also a really fun game to play like with siblings or your parents, because then people can take turns at drawing them. And you could get through like maybe 10 cards. That's probably the lowest I would set it. But once again, being elite would be try to get through the entire 52 card deck. That would be awesome because that would be a lot of exercising. But just make sure you know what everything is going to mean before you start drawing them. That way you can just roll into it. You don't have to like stop and figure it out every time. Option number 6, soccer skills. So we have already completed soccer for this year, but it's a great time to review it. And you can use like any type of ball with it. But it's, just tapping it between your 2 feet, doing tick-tock in your head. If you have somewhere to shoot on, that'd be awesome. If you have like a cool spot in your front backyard or something where you could say, all right, this is the goal, and I'm going to try to like shoot it from here. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to back up a little bit and try to shoot it from here. Try to see how many you can make in a row. Just go outside, be active. If you have a soccer ball, perfect. If you have a different type of ball, you could still make it work. So that's option number 6. Now let's move on. Let me scroll down to my computer. Option number 7. Just like you could like continue on with your warm-up, it's a dance party, so you could just pick 3 songs and then just dance straight through the whole time of that. If you're somebody who's like Miss Lopez and you're a big music lover, then you can just dance through the entire time, and it's great physical activity. Then option number 8 is PE home challenges. One of them is doing a bottle flip type of thing, and the other one is doing a little bit more fitness, like plank related PE at home challenge. So if you have YouTube access, like you can get onto it. There's 2 links on there, and it's a nice challenge for you to do. And then the last one, option number 9, is walk/jog/run. Just means go outside and do one of those things for like 15 minutes. So if you want to like run around your block, if you want to go walk with your parents, if you want to walk your dog or something, that would be that choice. So some of you already do it anyway, but if you want it to count as your physical activity, then that's your options. Then your cool down reflection. After you have done your warm-up, then you do your activity. After you've done activity, then you're going to do this cool down. So this is kind of important, and this is where your reflection will really come from. So make sure that you're picking something that you're going to do and that you're going to stick with. Option number 1, write or draw your fitness goals for the week. So maybe on Monday, maybe when you're watching this, you already you plan out for the entire week. Okay, this is what I did today. This is what I'm going to do the rest of the week. That would be your cool down. Then you're already done with it. If you want to do that like every day and just plan out the next day, you can do that. Option number 2, take a few minutes and think about your favorite sport. So then after you thought about it, take a moment, get like a pen and paper, and write down what your favorite sport is and why it's your favorite sport. Write it so that you can see it, and it makes you think critically about, okay, basketball's my favorite sport, but why? What do I like about it? What do I like about it more than other sports? Option number 3, get creative. Try to make a recipe out of fruits and vegetables for an awesome smoothie that you would love to have. So think hypothetically, which means just like in your head about like what would be good to go together. For example, like I love pineapple, but if you did like pineapple and potato smoothie, might not be that good. Pineapple and banana smoothie, yes, definitely every single day. Maybe you have some ingredients and you can actually make a smoothie there. That would be really cool. But try to think of 2 things or a couple things that would go really well together that you would want to try and that you think would taste good. Don't just try to come up with the grossest thing. Option number 4, pick a super, super awesome song that you love. Hopefully a little bit something not as intense, something a little bit calmer. Maybe it's like a minute and a half, 2 minutes or something like that. And then lay down or sit down and close your eyes. And then I want you to put like your hand over your heart, just like if we were saying the pledge in the morning, and then your other hand on your stomach. So you would lay down or you would sit down just like this, and then try to slow down and breathe. Try to feel how slow you can get your heart to beat, and then you feel your stomach going up and down with your breathing. Try to make it as slow and deliberate as possible. So a really good slow song. This helps you cool down, and you can feel your heart rate up from whatever activity you were doing. You feel it go back down and relax yourself. Option number 5, talk to your family about like their favorite sport that they did in high school or college, why it was their favorite sport, and like what impact it had on their lives. Because like for me, I've talked about it before in class, but I played football. And so whenever I played football, we did a lot of like weightlifting stuff. So I love doing heavy lifting type of things because that's what I practiced a lot growing up. And I loved it because you got to work with a lot of people. I thought it was like a lot of fun. It was a very team. I mean, you're in my class, I love teamwork based stuff, and football is really, really team based because if everybody does their job, you can be successful. If even one person doesn't do their job, it can hurt everybody else. So that's why I loved it. So that is this week. Those are your options. You have plenty of options to choose from. At the end of the week, or whenever you've completed it entirely, there's going to be a response. So make sure that you go on there and make sure you are choosing whatever option of how you want to respond. But you respond to it, you click submit so that I get it, because that is what I'm going to look for to make sure that you are doing what you're supposed to at home, to make sure that I can give you the best grade possible, to make sure that you're rowing the boat, being elite, continuing what you are doing even though that you're at home. So this is kind of how this will work going forward. Some of you might, after this video, think, oh, well, I don't need to watch this because I can just read it and listen to it. But sometimes it might be more complicated. A video will always be here of me explaining it to make sure you understand what we're doing and how we're doing it. So work super, super hard. Try to make sure that you are doing it every single day. Try to make sure that you're going above and beyond, and try to fill out the entire thing of all the warm-ups and all the cool downs and all the activities. That would be amazing. So love you, miss you. Row the boat. Make sure that you're working hard. Make sure you turn in that response as soon as you get to it. Email me on here, message me, whatever, if you have any questions at all. Good luck.